The internet wasn't ready for this kind of chaos. Not today, not this week, not ever. Because out of nowhere, Jaguar Wright jumped online, eyes blazing, voice sharp, fingers snapping like she was exposing a government cover-up. And she dropped a claim so wild, so unexpected, so dangerously explosive that even the messy bloggers froze mid-post. She said Erika Kirk? Yes, the same Erika who's been dodging allegations, hiding behind polished interviews, smiling like her life isn't drowning in scandals, might have a deep connection to Scientology. And the moment Jaguar said it, silence. Then boom, full digital implosion. What? No way. This just got dark. Is that why Charlie been acting strange? TikTok exploded with conspiracy edits. Twitter threads went nuclear. And YouTube detectives started breaking down every eyebrow raise, every awkward pause, every suspicious interview Erika has ever done. Jaguar didn't hesitate. She didn't blink. She didn't back down. She said Erika wasn't just influenced by certain groups. She said Erika was linked to people Hollywood avoids like plague. People who make enemies disappear. People who use silence like a weapon. People who don't like when their name gets mentioned in scandals, especially scandals tied to politicians, influencers, and billion-dollar religious empires. And then she claimed Charlie, yes, Charlie, has been acting cornered, changing his tone, and moving like someone's behind him telling him what to say. The internet lost its mind. Why would Charlie be scared? Who is pressuring him? Why bring up Scientology now? Why Erika? Why this angle? Why this week? Jaguar ended her rant with one chilling line. Y'all don't even know the half of what's coming. And the entire online world stopped breathing. The reason Jaguar Wright's latest rant detonated the internet like a pressure bomb is because it didn't come out of nowhere. It was the boiling point of a story that has been quietly simmering for months. Whispers in podcast circles, strange behavior from Charlie, eerie disappearances from Erika's online presence, and a public energy shift that fans couldn't fully explain. People kept saying something felt off, but nobody dared to put it into words. Until Jaguar did. To understand why her Scientology connection claim hit so hard, you have to go back, all the way back, to the moment Erika Kirk went from being an anonymous political wife to becoming one of the most controversial names online. Erika built her public persona on polished smiles, clean branding, charity talk, faith conversations, perfect lighting, filtered family photos. She mastered the art of looking untouchable. Every part of her image felt curated, managed, controlled. Nothing messy, nothing impulsive, nothing unscripted. But here's the thing the internet never forgets. When someone looks too perfect, when someone moves too carefully, when someone avoids any genuine moment, people start searching for cracks. And the cracks started showing months ago. It began with random accounts hinting that Erika's circle wasn't as innocent as she made it seem. That she was tied to people who don't like cameras unless they're the ones holding them. That certain names around her have reputations in Hollywood, the kind that make producers whisper instead of talk. Then people noticed something even stranger. Charlie, the man who defended Erika with his whole chest, the guy who would jump into interviews swinging verbally at anyone challenging her, suddenly shifted. His interviews became shorter. His tone changed. He stopped cracking jokes. He started looking over his shoulder mid-sentence. The man who used to dominate conversations now stumbled through them like he was scared to say the wrong thing. The internet clocked it immediately. Why Charlie look nervous lately? Something is off. Why does he sound scared? But nobody had a theory big enough to explain the vibe shift. Until Jaguar connected the dots publicly. Because Jaguar isn't like other critics. She doesn't tiptoe. She doesn't imply. She doesn't hint. She accuses. She exposes. She speaks like she's dropping declassified government intel. So when Jaguar said Erika Kirk has Scientology ties, she didn't drop it like a messy rumor. She delivered it like a coded warning. She said it with her chest, with the intensity of someone who's seen things and lived to talk about it. And suddenly, everything made sense to people. The cold, robotic calm Erika always has, the polished perfection, the silence when scandals drop. The way Charlie started acting controlled, the PR teams that shut down conversations, the interviews that vanished, the no-comment responses. It all clicked in the minds of conspiracy lovers. Rumors started resurfacing. Old photos of Erika with powerful Hollywood families. Stories about her showing up at leadership retreats with unusual guests. Claims she once attended events connected to influential groups. Whispers about her having mentors in extremely wealthy religious organizations. Again, rumors, speculation, internet detective theories. But Jaguar? She didn't treat it like speculation. She acted like she had receipts. She said, "Erika ain't just connected, she's protected. Protected by groups y'all don't want to play with." People froze. Protected by who? Protected from what? Protected why? Protected how? The timeline blew up with theories. She part of a bigger network. She has handlers. She married into something deeper. Something about her doesn't add up. Charlie didn't even look comfortable next to her lately. And here's where things get dark. Charlie, for months, has been moving like a man who's terrified of saying the wrong thing. Instead of leading conversations, he waits. Instead of speaking freely, he pauses. Instead of cracking his usual smart-mouth comments, he stiffens like someone tapped his knee under the table. On 4 different shows, viewers pointed out the same thing. Charlie kept glancing off camera as if someone was in the room, someone watching someone who could shut him up. Clips started circulating with captions like, "Who is Charlie looking at? Why is he acting like someone is monitoring him? He looks like he wants to say something but can't." This fueled the fire. Then people remembered Erika's disappearing act. How she went quiet for long stretches anytime someone brought up her past, her connections, or anything that wasn't pre-approved brand content. Instead of denying rumors, she avoided them. Instead of defending herself, her team deleted comments. Instead of addressing accusations, she posted Bible verses and pictures of coffee. It was too controlled, too curated, too much like someone who wasn't allowed to break character. And once Jaguar said the word Scientology, the internet finally had a name to attach to their suspicions. It didn't matter if the allegations were real or not. It didn't matter if Jaguar exaggerated. It didn't matter if the puzzle pieces didn't perfectly fit. The internet loves a dramatic narrative, and Jaguar handed them one on a silver platter. But the biggest reason her claim shook the world? Because she didn't just say Erika might be connected. Jaguar said, "Charlie been acting cornered because of them." Them? As in who? A religious group? A Hollywood network? A political power circle? A group with money and influence? And then she dropped the line that made fans clutch their phones. "Y'all don't even know the half of what she's tied to." Suddenly, the conversation wasn't about Erika's scandals anymore. It wasn't about Charlie's awkward interviews. It wasn't about politics or relationships or brand deals. It was about something deeper, something bigger, something hidden. And for the first time, the internet wasn't asking, "Is Erika lying?" They were asking, "What is Erika hiding?" Jaguar Wright didn't stop after the first bomb. She doubled down, and that's when the internet realized they were stepping into a storyline far bigger, darker, and more layered than they expected. Because normally, when Jaguar goes off on someone, there's shouting, wild gestures, dramatic pauses, the whole 9 yards. But this time, she was calm. Too calm. That eerie, deliberate calm that makes everyone lean closer to the screen because they know, absolutely know, she's about to say something she's not supposed to say. She leaned forward and whispered, "Y'all want to know why Charlie been looking scared? It ain't Erika he's scared of. The internet froze mid-scroll. If not Erika, then who? Jaguar continued. It's the people behind her. The people behind her. That sentence alone sent social media straight into meltdown mode. Screenshots, conspiracy threads, slowed down videos, symbolism breakdowns, everything. People re-examined every interview Erika ever did. They dug up every photo of her standing next to someone wealthy, someone well-known, someone with influence. But then Jaguar dropped the first major twist, one that changed the tone of the entire scandal. She claimed she had receipts, real ones, not blurry screenshots, not random DMs, not fan-made edits. She said, "I got documents with names on them. Y'all don't even know how deep this goes." And that line, that single line, made even the skeptics pause. Immediately, fan accounts started posting. What documents? She got names? This just went federal. This isn't gossip anymore. Even people who normally don't fall for drama were DMing each other like, "Did you see what Jaguar just said? Something feels off. This could get dangerous." Meanwhile, Charlie's team went into panic mode. You could literally see the shift happen in real time. Within minutes, comments under Erika's posts started disappearing. Certain hashtags suddenly stopped trending. Interview clips with Charlie got taken down. Old videos where Erika mentioned mentors vanished. Entire TikTok accounts that posted about the story reported that their videos got muted or removed. People noticed. People talked. And the theory that Erika had powerful connections, whether true or not, suddenly felt possible. But here's where things reached a boiling point. A photo surfaced. A very old, very random photo of Erika. One that didn't match her current brand at all. The image showed her at some kind of upscale event, surrounded by people the internet didn't recognize. No tags, no captions, no context. But fans zoomed in, frame by frame, and found one man in the background wearing a tiny pin on his lapel. They posted it everywhere. What is that? Is that a symbol? Who is this guy? Why is he never named? People circled Erika's expression, claiming she looked tense, not smiling naturally. People circled Charlie, saying he looked like he was forcing the smile. People circled the man with the pin, claiming he was watching them instead of the camera. Theories spread like wildfire. And then Jaguar returned to livestream, almost like someone poked her with fresh motivation. She held up her phone and said, "You see that photo? Ask Erika where she was that night. Ask Charlie why he didn't want to go. Ask Charlie why he didn't wanna go." Twitter erupted. What does that mean? He didn't want to go? Why? What happened at that event? Who were those people? Because if Jaguar was telling the truth, and in moments like these, the internet wants her to be right, then this wasn't a random party photo. It was a breadcrumb, a clue, a piece of a timeline nobody understood yet. And Charlie's team made everything worse by freaking out. Instead of ignoring the rumor, which would have killed it, they issued a vague PR statement that made the scandal 100x bigger. "We ask everyone to avoid spreading misinformation regarding our family's private affiliations." Private affiliations? Excuse me? What private affiliations? Who even said there were private affiliations until now? The internet lost its mind. The statement didn't deny the rumors. It didn't address the claims. It didn't say Jaguar was lying. It simply said, "Avoid spreading misinformation." That's the PR equivalent of pouring gasoline on a forest fire. Then, as if the universe wanted the drama to escalate, Charlie did an interview clip that resurfaced, an old one, where he suddenly paused mid-sentence when an interviewer asked, "Who guides your decision-making behind the scenes?" He swallowed. He blinked. He hesitated and said, "People you wouldn't know. People you wouldn't know. Jaguar took that clip and stitched it like her life depended on it. She pointed at the camera and said, "That's who I'm talking about." People lost it. Suddenly, everything connected. Charlie's nervous interviews, Erika's robotic calm, the deleted clips, the old photo, the PR team's panicked statement, Jaguar saying she had documents with names, the phrase "people behind her," the look Charlie gave off camera every time someone mentioned Erika's support system. The internet was no longer asking, "Is this true?" They were asking, "How deep does this go?" But the first major twist happened when a brand new account, created that same day, posted a cryptic message. "Jaguar's not lying. I was there." With the photo attached. This anonymous account circled 3 faces in the image. Not Erika, not Charlie, but the people in the background. The caption said, "These are the ones y'all should worry about." Chaos. Total digital chaos. Screenshots were everywhere. People started identifying the faces. TikTok went investigative mode. YouTube channels began uploading deep dive videos. Twitter tried to match the circled people with known public figures. And then the anonymous account dropped one more message. "If they push me, I'll release the list." The list. That's when the internet officially turned into a frenzy. A list of what? Connections, names, meetings, dates, phone records? Everyone demanded answers. And Erika? She stayed completely silent. Not a statement, not a story, not a tweet, not a denial, nothing. And that silence is what sealed the first twist. Because when a story reaches this level, silence doesn't calm it. Silence confirms it. Or at least, that's how the internet interpreted it. The moment that anonymous account threatened to release the list, everything online shifted. People who were laughing before suddenly weren't laughing anymore. People who thought Jaguar was just ranting suddenly started listening. And people who defended Erika for months suddenly went quiet. Not because they believed the allegations, but because the energy around the story changed. It felt bigger, heavier, riskier, like everyone was tiptoeing around something they couldn't see. And that's exactly when the anonymous account struck again. At 3:12 a.m., a time when nobody sane should be awake, they posted a new image. Not a photo, not a selfie, not a screenshot, a cropped document, one line blacked out, one signature blurred, one seal partially visible, and the caption, "This is just page 1. The internet went feral. Page 1 of what? What document is this? Who signed it? Is this what Jaguar was talking about? People zoomed in 300%. People inverted colors. People enhanced the image like they were solving a murder mystery. And then someone noticed something chilling. A date. A very specific date. A date that matched the exact day Erika was photographed at that mysterious event. Coincidence? The internet didn't think so. Meanwhile, Jaguar came back on live stream. This time pacing, breathing heavy, like someone who wasn't supposed to say something but decided she was going to say it anyway. She kept glancing off camera like she thought someone was listening. Then she leaned in and whispered, "Y'all want to know who introduced Erika to them?" Thousands of viewers froze. Her chat blew up instantly. "Say it! Who? Names, please. Drop it, Jag." Jaguar bit her lip, shook her head, then said, "I ain't supposed to say this, but it was somebody close. Real close. Somebody with a platform. People lost control. Charlie? Who is she talking about? A TV host? A pastor? A political friend?" Jaguar finally dropped the bomb. It was a well-known conservative media personality, one who'd been acting weird. The internet exploded. Not a name, but a description, a direction, a trail. People immediately started guessing. Screenshots flew, clips resurfaced. Connections were drawn that shouldn't have been drawn. It was madness. And the worst part? Jaguar looked scared after she said it, like the weight of that revelation hit her in real time. She rubbed her forehead and muttered, "Man, I shouldn't have said that." But it was too late. The internet had already taken it and run with it. Meanwhile, Charlie's behavior only made everything more suspicious. Within hours of Jaguar's media personality claim, Charlie disabled comments. Charlie canceled a live stream. Charlie unfollowed 2 people. Charlie posted a family time photo with a caption that felt unusually defensive. "I protect what matters." What does that mean? Who is he protecting? Why now? Why this week? People started pointing out that Charlie hadn't been smiling normally in weeks. He kept giving half smiles in interviews. He was blinking too much. He looked stressed, tense, hollow. And now suddenly he was protecting what matters? Fans weren't buying it. But Erika. Her silence was the loudest noise in the entire scandal. No denial, no clarification, no lawyer-written statement, no "this is ridiculous," no "Jaguar is lying," nothing. Her Instagram stayed calm like she was living in another universe. Random coffee posts, Bible quotes, skincare photos, nothing acknowledging the nuclear meltdown happening under her name. And that made the internet paranoid. People said, "She's being advised to stay silent. She's waiting for something. She's protecting someone. She's scared. She's calculating her next move. She knows the truth would blow everything up." But the next twist came from a place nobody expected. The anonymous account returned with a full paragraph, their longest message yet. "I wasn't going to say anything, but since they keep deleting clips, here it is. The event Erika was at wasn't a charity event. It wasn't a political dinner. It was a private gathering with 3 people who don't like being photographed." 3 people who don't like being photographed. Twitter spiraled into chaos. Who are the 3? Why didn't they want to be seen? What kind of meeting was this? People began connecting this with Jaguar's earlier claim that Erika had powerful individuals behind her. Suddenly, it all fit too well. Then the anonymous account ended their post with, "Charlie almost didn't go because he felt uncomfortable. Ask him why he left early." Ask him why he left early. The internet went full detective mode. People pulled up old schedules. People rewatched clips. People found an interview where Charlie casually mentioned leaving an event because the vibe was weird. He laughed it off at the time. But now? It looked like a confession. Meanwhile, Jaguar returned again. This time angrier, faster, more frustrated. She said, "They trying to silence me, but they can't shut everybody up." Who is they? Why would they want silence? Why now? Jaguar went on. "Charlie only looked cornered because he knows what's coming. He knows what's on that list. The internet ain't ready." The list again. The same list the anonymous account threatened to leak. The same list people speculated had names of handlers, mentors, donors, or worse, individuals who control narratives from behind the scenes. Jaguar ended with, "If that list drop, Erika ain't the only one exposed." Wait, what? This wasn't just about Erika anymore. This wasn't just about Charlie. This wasn't just about Jaguar making noise. This was now about multiple people, multiple connections, multiple power players. And then, the final twist that made the internet scream. A user found a photo from the same night, taken from a different angle, showing Erika standing slightly behind the 3 circled individuals. Not beside them, not casually near them, behind them, like an assistant, like an initiate, like someone being introduced, not someone running the room. And in that moment, everything Jaguar hinted at suddenly looked plausible. The event, the document, the people behind her, Charlie's discomfort, The list. The silence. The panic. Everything. The entire scandal flipped upside down. Now the internet wasn't asking, "Is Erika connected to Scientology?" They were asking, "Is Erika connected to something even bigger? And Scientology is only the beginning?" The moment that second-angle photo hit the timeline, the one showing Erika standing behind the three circled individuals, the entire conversation went from messy celebrity gossip to, "This feels like a documentary waiting to happen." People who didn't care before suddenly got invested. People who had Erika muted were now clicking her name manually. People who had never watched a Jaguar rant were now studying every word she ever said. The shift was instant and terrifying. Because when the public thinks a scandal is small, they treat it like entertainment. But when the public thinks a scandal is connected to something bigger, they start digging hard. Within hours, journalists, the ones who normally roll their eyes at online drama, began posting cryptic tweets. "I've been hearing whispers about events like this for years. Certain groups do keep their guest lists private. This story is much bigger than people think." Even a well-known investigative reporter dropped, "If the list is real, multiple careers are about to collapse." Multiple, not one. Not just Erika, not just Charlie. Multiple. That's when the internet snapped. Reddit exploded. Twitter threads hit 50,000 likes. YouTube conspiracy channels started live streaming non-stop. Podcast hosts scrambled to record emergency episodes. And every reaction circled around the same three questions. Who are the three people in the photo? What is on the document? What's on the list? Things got louder when celebrities started reacting. And not in a playful way. A former reality star posted, "This is why I stopped going to certain events. Too many secrets." A famous rapper tweeted, "Y'all laughing, but this story got politicians shaking RN." A singer who once met Erika wrote, "She always moved like someone was watching." And the real shocker came when a Hollywood actor, someone with serious credibility, posted, "I've seen what goes on behind the scenes. Believe Jaguar. Believe." Jaguar. People lost their minds because celebrities almost never validate Jaguar. They avoid her. They ignore her. They pretend she doesn't exist. But now, big names were agreeing with her publicly. Meanwhile, Erika's silence reached a disturbing level. She ignored everything. She posted a photo of a latte. She posted a scripture caption. She posted a sunset picture with zero context. And instead of calming the internet, it made her look cornered, controlled, or coached. People were quoting her posts with, "This is not normal silence." Who is telling her not to speak? If someone drops that list, she is done. She knows more than she's showing. But nowhere did the reactions hit harder than in Charlie's world. Because once Jaguar hinted a well-known conservative personality, introduced Erika to the group, everybody started side-eyeing Charlie's entire circle. Clips resurfaced of Charlie avoiding certain questions. Clips resurfaced of him laughing awkwardly when Erika's network was mentioned. Clips resurfaced of him freezing when someone asked, "Do you feel safe in all your alliances?" His eyes shifted. His breathing changed. His smile broke for a moment, and that clip went viral overnight. People commented, "He knows something. He's scared Frar. Charlie feels trapped. This man been cornered for months." By now, the scandal was too big to ignore. Too many eyes, too many leaks, too many coincidences. That's when a former staffer, anonymous, using a distorted voice, posted a voice note to a burner page that flooded onto TikTok. There's a reason Erika never speaks for herself. Every time she tries, someone steps in. Someone steps in? Who? Why? What are they trying to control? The staffer continued. Charlie doesn't know the full truth. He only knows enough to keep him compliant. Compliant. The internet exploded. What is she complying to? Who is controlling this? Why is Charlie only told half? Is Erika in the middle of something bigger? Then came the line that made the entire timeline freeze. The event you're all talking about wasn't the only one. Wasn't the only one. People screamed online. There are more events? Multiple meetings? Is this a whole network? Drop more info. But the staffer wasn't done. Not even close. They added, there's a pattern. Same faces, same locations, same people supervising. Supervising. Now it wasn't about Erika being connected. Now it was about Erika being watched. And the internet shifted again. People started feeling bad for Charlie, bad for Erika, bad for whoever got pulled into this. Because suddenly it didn't feel like messy celebrity drama. It felt like a cover-up, a system, a hierarchy, a chain of influence, something bigger than all of them. And then the anonymous account, the one with the document, dropped one final message for the night. If I release the list, careers will end, channels will shut down, and certain organizations will go nuclear. I'm deciding. Deciding? Deciding? On what? On who deserves to be exposed? On whether to press go? Chaos, panic, millions of views, every influencer trying to decode the puzzle, every journalist reaching out for interviews. And Erika? Silence. Not a denial, not a clarification, not a lawyer statement, not a single word. Because sometimes the scariest thing isn't what someone says, it's what they don't say. Right when the internet thought the situation had reached its limit, when the anonymous account teased the list, when celebrities started quietly unfollowing Erika, when journalists began sharpening their knives. That's when things finally broke. At 11:47 p.m., the anonymous account posted again. Not a document, not a paragraph, not a warning. A video, a 4-second clip. Muted, shaky, dark, but unmistakable. It showed Erika in a room with the 3 individuals from the circled photo. And this time, you could see them clearly. No blurred faces, no strategic angles, no shadows. 3 people, standing in a triangle formation, talking to Erika like they were instructing her, like they were briefing her, like they were telling her what to do next. People lost their minds. Who are these people? Why do they look like they're meeting in secret? What is this? A briefing? Why is Erika listening like she's in a class? The clip ended with Erika nodding slowly, like she was agreeing to something. And before anyone could blink, the anonymous account deleted the video. Deleted. Gone. Vanished. But it was too late. Thousands screen recorded it instantly. The internet exploded. Meanwhile, Jaguar came back with a live stream so intense it felt like she was sprinting emotionally. She didn't build up to anything this time. She went straight for the jugular. She said, "Y'all want to know who that tall man in the middle is? Let's just say he got ties to organizations way bigger than Scientology." The chat went feral. What organization? Name it. Drop it now. Who the hell are we looking at? Jaguar hesitated, really hesitated, for the first time since this entire mess started. She swallowed, looked around the room like someone might be listening, then whispered, "He's connected to the same group that funded that politician's spiritual leadership program." The internet imploded. Because suddenly, this wasn't a Scientology rumor at all. This was deeper, older, stranger, more political, more powerful. People started pulling receipts, old donations, old Senate hearings, old spiritual business grants, old retreats at leadership centers that had nothing to do with politics and everything to do with influence building. It got terrifyingly real, terrifyingly fast. But the true meltdown began when Charlie disappeared. Completely. One moment he was posting family photos. The next, everything went dark. His Instagram gone. His Twitter silent. His TikTok wiped. His podcast page not updated. His team declining interviews. People started panicking. Where is Charlie? Why did he go dark? Is he hiding? Is he being silenced? What is going on? Then someone noticed something bone-chilling. Minutes before the anonymous video was posted, Charlie unfollowed Erika. Let that sink in. Charlie unfollowed Erika after months of defending her publicly, after supporting her through every scandal, after being wrapped up in her controversies, after appearing cornered for weeks. He cut ties, visibly, publicly, abruptly. And that's when Jaguar dropped the line that froze the internet. He finally woke up, but she wasn't done. She leaned closer to the screen and whispered, "Y'all think this is about Scientology? That's the cover story. This is bigger, way bigger." People were begging. What is bigger? What is this? What are we dealing with? Are we being played? And then, the final leak hit. A new photo surfaced. Not from the mysterious event, not from leaked footage, not from a burner account. A professional-looking picture. A candid shot of Erika sitting at a long table, in a room that looked like a private conference suite. Soft lighting, closed doors, thick curtains, nameplates removed, papers on the table blacked out. But the disturbing part? The people with her weren't celebrities, not influencers, not pastors, not politicians. They were older, serious-looking, dressed in identical neutral outfits, expressionless. Like they were evaluating her, like she was being interviewed, like she was joining something. People wrote, "This looks like an initiation. This doesn't feel like a casual meeting. Something is wrong with this picture." And someone posted a zoomed-in detail, a folder in front of Erika labeled, "Orientation." Orientation. For what? For who? For which group? For what purpose? This wasn't Scientology. This wasn't politics. This wasn't entertainment. This was something else entirely. And then the anonymous account returned one last time, after hours of silence, and posted 3 words that turned the internet inside out. She wasn't alone. What does that mean? Who else was there? Who else attended orientation? Who else is on the list? Who else is connected to the 3 individuals? Who else is tied to Erika's secret circle? Charlie? Someone bigger? Someone famous? Someone dangerous? Nobody knows. Not yet. But one thing is clear. This scandal isn't even close to over. Before you click off this video, before you move on like nothing earth-shattering just happened, stop. Because what you just saw, what you just heard, what the internet just uncovered, this isn't an ending. This is the beginning of something massive. Something nobody has the full picture of yet. And the craziest part? Every new leak, every deleted clip, every anonymous message is making it clear that this story goes way deeper than anyone expected. Jaguar wasn't guessing. She wasn't ranting. She wasn't reaching. She knew something. Something she still hasn't fully said out loud. And now, with the anonymous video, the orientation photo, Charlie disappearing, Erika's unnatural silence, and the 3 unidentified individuals who keep showing up like shadows in the background, this story has officially crossed into territory that even the blogs are scared to touch. So now the question becomes, what do you think is happening? Is Erika part of a secret network? Were those meetings initiations or evaluations? Did Charlie try to escape something? Was Jaguar warning us about a group much bigger than Scientology? Who are the 3 people in those leaked photos? And why did Charlie unfollow Erika Wright before the footage leaked? I want every theory in the comments. The wild ones, the dark ones, the realistic ones, the ones you're scared to even type. This comment section is the investigation room now. And trust me, the producers, bloggers, And even the people Erika works with will be watching. Hit like if even one moment in this video made your skin crawl. Subscribe because part 2 is already brewing. More leaks, more photos, more anonymous messages are coming. Turn on notifications so you're not the last one to see the next drop. Because when that list comes out, when the names are revealed, when the truth about those meetings finally hits the internet, everything will change. Comment below. What do you think Erika was being initiated into? And who else do you think was there with her?